I'm going to show you how to set up your canvas paper to do the activity we're going to do where we practice playing with acrylic as well as color schemes, okay? So this is what you're going to get at the end of this video, all right? So make sure you follow along. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a piece of canvas paper that I gave you in your sketchbook or in your portfolio, okay? So you'll see this, it's a big sheet. I believe it's about 15 by 20. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it in half, and notice that one side is cream and the other one is white. We're going to be actually drawing on the white side. So I'm going to fold it in half, and with a pair of scissors, I'm going to cut it. Okay, so I'm going to cut it in half. So after I cut it in half, I'm going to be left with 1/2. Does that make sense? Yeah, I know, craziness, right? Okay. Now, from here, what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and fold it over like a burrito, okay? So this is going to put it into thirds, all right? So I'm going to fold it over like a burrito, put it into thirds, right? So notice I crease it. You should be able to see the cream side of the paper at this point, or of the canvas sheet, and this is actual fabric, okay? It is, in fact, canvas. One side is white because it has been primed. Now, there we go. See that? Pretty easy. So now I have my nice, clean, crisp creases. Wow, try saying that 3 times fast. Clean, crisp creases. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to trace a circle into the middle. All right, I'm going to eventually draw a horizon line coming across them, and I'm actually going to draw a cast shadow, similar to the image that I gave you on the Google Classroom. So I could use a roll of tape and I could trace the outside of it, okay? Because that's gonna be a nice large circle. It can't be too small. I could use a lid from one of my containers, okay? Or that's a little bit big. I could actually use my actual container. I could trace the bottom of it, which is a good size. The top, the opening is a little bit too big, okay? Or I could use my gelato container here, okay? Does that make sense? So anything that's circular, I do believe I gave you a roll of masking tape. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my 2H pencil, and all I'm going to do is I'm just going to trace the outside as close to the middle as possible. I'm not using a ruler to measure where the middle is. Okay, just tracing the outside, right? Now, looking at the picture that we have on our Google Classroom, there is, in fact, a cast shadow, right? It's going to be right around in here. So I'm going to go ahead and draw in, excuse me, that's way too high. It's right down in here. Okay, so I draw in the cast shadow. Now, finally, I'm going to draw a horizon line. All right, a horizon line is going to tell me where the table and the wall meet. Now, to do this, you could use a straight edge of any kind. It could be a ruler, it could be a sketchbook paper, it could be, a piece of cardboard. So for example, I have a sketchbook here, okay? So all I'm going to do is I'm going to line it up right here, and I'm going to draw a line. Now, I'm going to skip over my circles, so that way my line doesn't go through my circles. Boom. Done. Pretty easy, right? That's what we're gonna be doing. Once we've got this done, I'm going to show you how to set up your palette, and then I'm going to show you how to actually start adding color and values to these.